Hey everybody, it's Dark and we're back with a little bit of content update for the Dark Tools and Utilities mod. So with the last update that was worked on this, we ended up introducing the recoloring gun. For those who didn't end up seeing that video because it was combined with the Atomic Science update, it's a really basic mode ability to recolor different blocks and do stuff like that. So pretty simple. If you missed that video, go ahead and go see it. Now the plan is to add a ton of more tools to this, and with that came the need to add tools to manipulate and edit the blocks. Now the first part of being able to do this is being able to simply remove a block where you can pick it up in like a silk touch fashion, which is very, very useful if, say, you want to collect ice or you want to collect stone as it actually appears in the world. For example, let's go up here and pick up some stone. Saves you a ton of time. The plan is this will actually be energy based, so you're not going to get something for free. It will actually have a cost to it, so it'll be a good trade-off for you don't have to use an enchanted tool to pick up blocks that you want to use. The whole entire reason for actually doing this is I actually like to build with dungeon blocks, and I have found a couple dungeons on the game server that I play on that I actually want to use. Now the second tool that has been added is the replacer, so you can go ahead and actually take and replace blocks in the world. This does use the vanilla remove and place code, so it should work with most modded blocks and most different things, including supporting some of the more stranger blocks. It does still require that the block actually be a block. So for those who don't actually know how Minecraft works, these are actually stored as an item when they're in your inventory, and when they're in the world they're an actual block. So some developers do use raw items that are not an item block for their placement code, so if that is the case, those will not actually work. But how this does end up working is this will grab the block that is right next to the tool and use that as an identifier. It'll then search your entire inventory looking for a block to place, so if it finds blocks in the inventory here, it will try to place the ones from the inventory first before using the one on your hotbar in order to save you from having to re-drag stuff into the hotbar and select it. If you end up putting the tool on the end here, it will actually use the block actually on the corner here, and we can actually test this. And it will work just fine. It will also dump the block into your inventory and actually do it. There is a slight possibility that it will not always grab the block. This is because when the block is actually broken, it'll try to find it where it dropped at normally. So if you had, say, for example, mine sand, it'll drop right there. This will actually try to grab that sand block and put it inside your inventory to actually grab it. So there's a possibility that if a block has a very weird behavior of how it drops blocks, it may not actually pick it up, which is not too big of a deal, since this is actually just meant to save you the time of mining and then placing another block. Very useful for building and everything else. And of course, as I did say, it does work with just about anything, so you can end up placing stuff. Whole entire reason for building this is I have a tunnel that I need to go ahead and replace a whole bunch of cobblestone with wooden planks. But that's a bit for the content, very short update video. The plan is going to go forward is add a ton of more tools to this and eventually get this where this is usable in survival mode, where you have upgrades and different tweaks. Some of the upgrades that will end up coming in here are ability to place multiple blocks at a time, so you'll be able to actually say you want to place 3, 5, 6, and an ability to select not only the block you want to replace with, but the block that you want to have replaced. So say, for example, we were targeting this 3x3 area, and we clicked here and we only wanted to replace the cobblestone. There will be an option for that in the future. Anyways, I'll be back with that content updates here later.